Snow's falling, chat's calling, grab your mug and settle in. We're unwrapping cases, rumors, filings, all the mess these folks get in. Lights are twinkling, drama sprinkling, same chaos, extra shine. It's a holiday hangout, so come on in and hit go live. Cozy blanket, court romantic, somehow both at once again. Every dark drop feels like Christmas when the tea comes rolling in. Chats laughing, mods are clapping, trying not to lose the plot. But if the filings go sideways, hey, at least the coat goes hot. Wrap the week up like a present, tie a bow on all the hype. If the judge says something spicy, we'll pretend that it was nice. From the chaos to the comfort, from the hearings to the cheer. Pull up close, the stream is starting, it's our weird little time of year. It's a Baker Christmas dream where the tea is warm and the kisses screen, lights are bright. Chats in the zone, hit that play or not alone. It's a Baker Christmas dream where the tea is warm and the kisses screen, lights are bright. Chats in the zone, hit that play or not alone.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, what if any you might be. And welcome to today's show, where we will be putting paint on a piece of paper and chitty-chatty, staying relaxy. Because as Mspire says, I just want to say for those that struggle like me at this time of year, I send you all my virtual love and hugs. We all have low moments. Exactly. Not every day is a great day, but we can have fun anyway together. Hey, Hyacinth, you were gifted a membership last night, and I can't remember by whom. Oh, see, you said it. Paper Bob Ross coming up next on the Joys of Painting channel. No, it's just, yeah, let's relax, do something else. And I'm hopped up on Sudafed. Well, someone's having a party. Yesterday we did Sebastian the Ibis, who is the mascot of Miami University. And today, even though she, of course, doesn't show up because I'm too fancy for this place, I want to try and make a little more challenging a gamecock. But Sue has chosen not to show up, so she'll probably just hate me anyway, as he always does. But this will be what I will be doing today, while chat hopefully keeps me inspired, talking about whatever is on y'all's minds, because it's been a long day. I wish I'd have more money to super chat. Is that your grandson's painting? No, my grandson doesn't care about American football. This is just me trying to annoy Sue by making a gamecock. So and never, ever feel the need to give me any money at all. It's appreciated, but absolutely not necessary. never feel that you have to pay me to say anything, because I won't say anything if I get paid to do it, other than if you needed a shout out to your mom, your neighbor, whoever is having a birthday or something. Yeah, we could probably figure it out. But I will, as always, try and keep an eye on chat, and if I see something I like, I'll talk about it. I won't get everything, and I know some people sometimes are. You didn't see me all day in chat. Well, I'm sorry, but sometimes we're busy. Sometimes I can see everything. Sometimes I'm looking down on a piece of paper in front of me, and I'll miss much of it. This is Gamecocks. It's the South Carolina mascot. So that's who we are trying to make today. So hang on for the ride and tell Sue that we are doing this, because I'm always trying to make Sue happy. Sadly, Sue is always really angry at me, and I don't know why. I'm such a nice person. Hey, Jess and Jess. The first gaggle of Jesses has arrived. Always a good thing to see them. Then we know chaos will ensue. It's going to be a lot of red today. That's not what I thought the big C stood for. Well, it is a cock. And South Carolina, I think. I don't know. I found a picture and I made a grok version of it, and then I made it into a stencil, and then I'm just gonna color it in. It's gonna be as good as it's gonna be. Don't yell at me. I'm not an artist. I'm just having fun, because I get bored sitting in front of a stream. I do that so many times a day that I like doing something different. Thank you, Swabby, for gifting a membership to C. Kelly, not R. Kelly. Oh, piss, we didn't get R. Kelly. But we got C. Kelly, and that's even better than R. Kelly. Because he's kind of a stinker. Sisu, aren't you happy now? I'm doing all of this for you, so you maybe for once won't be angry at me. Oh. He has the same facial expression as Sue has. La da dee da dee. But how's everyone doing today? What's the newest gossip that everyone is talking about? Yesterday it was lawyers retracting their obligation. Today it's, oh, they absolutely didn't leave anyway. So that was a big bowl of nothing. Hey, expert, you have dandy hands like an Austrian street artist. There's a lot of people who have said that I have a lot of likenesses to a certain Austrian street artist. So it might be true. I like to say my painting style is naive and not convincing, just like his. I do have a different idea about how society should run than he has, but we don't talk politics on this channel. Oh, and Lefty's here. Oh, guess they let the crazies out of school early today. And we all know Lefty is just here because he wants the next picture to, well, the next painting to be a cheesehead, because he is a big cheesehead. I got a couple of sausage biscuits from Chick-fil-A. Sounds good. I don't know what it is, but sounds good. Well, Philly chick sounds better, if you know what I mean. Hey, it's me, Jess, and Plushy. No politics, only Twitter gossip. Yeah, because Twitter gossip is just when we hate each other. That's okay. Because people don't have to love each other. I wish more people would like each other, but that's just me. I know that's something that will never happen. That's why we should be happy when we're with people we like, because there's enough people out there who doesn't love us. I just talked about my liver. It's not political and seems to work great. I think you had a little, maybe a beer or two yesterday. You got really into Denmark and China. I'm not sure I followed you all the way. Those people can F all the way off. Yes, F everyone off. I make good lines. Well, I try just to follow what's on the paper. I'm not good at this. I like doing it, and I'm not good at it, but it keeps me busy while I'm talking to all of you, and that's nice. And now I can't find the brush I'm looking for. Where the hell did I put that one? That's not good. We'll have to use a different one then. Hey, Teresa. Chicken in choppers. We really need a... Sue, I'm making something for you, and then, oh, it's not good enough. We need a trial. Try to be grateful once, Sue. I think it would make everyone's day a little bit nicer if you didn't yell at me all the time and tell me that I'm not good enough and that I should just find a trial and stop painting. I was looking at different mascots this morning and I thought, no, I'm gonna do it for Sue. And then she's just, ugh, can this idiot stop doing this? Why haven't anyone killed a baby last week so I can sit and watch that trial? That's better than watching the Gamecocks. Are you competing college mascot portrait artist of the year? Well, I might cheat a little bit. This used to be a trial channel. No, this used to be a politics channel, Sue. Then it turned into everything channel. But you go out and find a trial. It's not like there's a ton of them around. Even Recovery Addict is looking for soft citizen content today because there's nothing on. I think Aaron Spencer might have a hearing tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to be televised. So, but I'll keep an eye out and see if it is televised. And then we can cover that. It's the 17th tomorrow, the 18th. Oh, tomorrow I have to go and meet with my brother tomorrow in the afternoon. So, maybe that won't work. I might have a chance to get the gingerbread 8080 from Lego anyway, because he was at Legoland today, so he might be able to go into the Lego shop and see if they have one. Then I have an 8080 to build too. I would like that. Well, the Gamecocks were as depressing as Baby Killers this year, so yeah, that's, I don't know. I don't watch it. I try to keep up with the Vols because I am an honorary Tennessean, but they didn't do as well either this year, I've been told. They suck also. I really want that 8080 Lego. They are my favorite. Apparently, it's not a really big model, but I don't think that matters a lot because I just think it's a cool model to look at. The Harry Potter Lego is a nice one. You have already built it? Yeah, I think it's cool. It's so cute. I legit squealed when I saw it. Hey, J7. No, I think the Harry Potter was a good choice because it'll look good. Kind of wish my background in the studio was closer to me, so it was easier to see what was on it. But I'll have to fix that at some point, so we can better see all my Lego. Nothing on. You have run away pew pew at Brown University, Hanukkah attack in Australia, and Rob Reiner. Lots of news happening while you paint your French women. Well, expert, I'm not going to cover any of that because I think it's all of it would have me getting into discussions about gun laws, and I don't feel like I'm the right person to do that, as I don't have any insight into either the Aussie gun law or the American gun laws. The Rob Reiner is sadly looking to be a very tragic family incident, and I'll be brutally honest, it's not that isn't my forte, covering stuff like that. I'm trying to be a little more I just want a little less of that on my channel. There's a lot of news channels covering all of that, so I'll let them cover all of it, and then I will just stick to my stupid paintings and enjoy that. This is looking. When can we get this? Yeah. I don't know why it looks so stupid. I hope it comes together in the end. There isn't much on the Brown University anyway. The pew pew is still at large. Yeah, that's the only thing I was wondering, because I thought that college campuses would have had a lot of security after we covered that case down in Atlanta with the young woman who was unalived while she was out running. I thought we would have had they would have had more surveillance at the school, but you never know. But again, I don't really feel that's my forte to just sit and cover the news. It's for news channels. I am more of a trial when they have found the people channel. We can't all do the same stuff. What are we painting today? We are painting a gamecock because I'm trying to make Sue like me, and sadly she's not buying it. She really wants something else to be done, and I'm just sorry that Sue doesn't like me. I like Sue so much. Laken Riley, yes, she was the one who was unalived on campus by a guy who how brown will this be? That's the funny thing. There are plenty of cameras around here, but what they were released so far hasn't been all that great. No, and is that a skin color? He'll be a little gray-skinned. Did anyone watch the beginning of Aiden's because I was watching Jimmy and setting this up, so I didn't catch the beginning of the bus stop live. He talked something about a New Year's resolution he was doing. I couldn't really get the gist of it by watching chat what it was, and I was running late, so I didn't want to go back and figure out what his New Year's resolution was. I was wondering if it was to be a little more careful who he talked to and trusted. That would probably be a good idea. Ain't no loyalty in these streets. He's gonna talk about case facts only. Okay. Yeah, I heard he said something about he would try and go back to that, but it sounded like he had something with some people who, well, I don't know. I didn't hear it, I didn't see it, so I probably shouldn't talk about it. Because then I'll just be the rumor smith. Do you call it that? Someone who makes rumors? We call them rumor smiths. He's talking about enough with the drama. Okay. Well, I hope everyone listens to that and just stay out of all of the drama. We don't need no drama. Llama llama, ding dong, a ling a ding dong, a ling ding dong. Drama, drama llama, drama llama, drama llama, ding dong, drama, drama llama. Boom boom boom. Hey, garbage set. Is it true that your pool has somewhat oriental lion zoo? I've never seen the point in New Year resolutions. If you really want to change something about yourself, you don't need to wait to the new year. I have a New Year's, not a resolution, but I'll write down, even though I don't believe in manifestations, I'll write down a list of 3 things I want for my channel. I've done this every year since I started my channel. And again, I don't believe in it, but if it works, why not do it? If you don't poke them with a stick, you'll be safe. What? Francis, it can only be interpreted in one way, and that is Baker is trying to make friends with Sue and failing because Sue hates him. This is an attempt to finally have Sue be nice to me, but she just hates me. That's why I'm making a gamecock, so she can be, for once, be supportive. But sadly, the first thing she said was, "Oh, go fuck yourself, I hate you." And I thought that was a little bit harsh, but I think that's the relationship me and Sue will always have. I will be the one trying again, and she will be the one rejecting all of my approaches. Denmark has no mascots of their own. Yes, we do. My football team has a tiger. Why? I don't know. We don't have a lot of tigers. We have some wolves. We have one team has a horse fort. We have lions. One has a well. Yeah, don't ask me about that one. But they do have a well as their mascot. And yes, I'm talking about a well where you get water. But I don't like that team, so. That's exactly always takes place. Poor you. Thank you, Sue, for recognizing that you are a meanie. I like it when you admit. My high school mascot was a green wave. Oh, I think I could probably paint a green wave. I paint also mostly landscapes. Well, I need something to draw after and just fill in spaces because I'm not good at this. I would like to be good at it, but I don't have the time to learn it. And then I'll just do stuff like this. And again, I have no shame, so no matter how it looks when I'm done, I'll be happy, and I really don't care if people think it looks like crap. Because it was my fun time. And that's how I think it should be. Just enjoy what you're doing and don't worry so much about everything else. It's kind of why I stuck to Lego for a long time, because that'll always come out looking like Lego. But no, can't always be building Lego. And I'm running low. I only have 7 sets in the house, so I have to pace myself. That's an expensive hobby. I don't give a crap about my school years. My schooling sucked. Well, I like going to school. I didn't like it when I was there, but after, I wish I had invested more time in it, because I didn't get good grades when I went to school because I was lazy as hell. And then I started doing just to prove that I could get I was told, because I am dyslexic, that I couldn't get was probably kind of like a high school degree in America, because we have these different. You either become a craftsman, or you'll go and work in an office type job, or you will go to the high school thing, where you will then go on and study at university. And I was always told I couldn't do that. I wanted to be a school teacher, and I was told I would never be able to finish the high school because of my dyslexia. So when I got a little bit older, and when I was done in the military and I had done my apprenticeship, I thought, well, fuck it, I'll just do some night classes to show that I can do what or not. It's not night school. It was during the day, but it's not full time school. It's just, I thought, well, I'll just do it when I don't have work, because you could get unemployment, and then you could read X amount of hours a week. And I thought, well, I'll start. And not to toot my own horn, but I did end up in Denmark. Your grades go from -3 to 12, and I averaged out at 10 point. I think I averaged out at 10.87. So that's pretty good. My oldest daughter, who's the smart one in my family, averaged out I think she had a 10.4. So I beat her. So I do have the brains, but I just didn't have the stamina back when I did my real schooling. But that's the thing when everyone tells you that you can't do it because you're dyslexic and you should just quit. Sometimes you listen to them, and you shouldn't do that. You should just say, well, I'll try anyway, and let the chips fall where they fall. Did that work? What worked? It did not work. Oh, it's not. Big or one of the mods would have to drop a link. Yeah, no one can drop a link in... well, you can drop it in Discord, but I'm not a big fan of people dropping links in my Discord if it's to other channels and stuff like that, because I know all of you do it because you want to raise awareness about something else you really love to watch, but it's my Discord, and please ask me before you share a link, because it's, again, my face, my channel, and maybe some people don't like it and get mad. I've had that before. I've had people who came in and shared every time someone else was live, and I don't think that's... I don't mind helping others, but again, it's kind of weird promoting someone else's channel on my channel, especially when I don't do it, because I don't know who that person is or that channel is, but I'm only watching with half an eye, so maybe I'm getting it wrong, what you are talking about. What's the name of the mascot? It is... I don't know. Sue, what's the name of the mascot? Is it the real mascot, or did I find something weird on the internet that's not true? I find another one that was just a chicken, but that was all red, so I thought, nah, that was a little too boring. Let's try and make it a cool mascot instead of that boring red one. Bigger hits to cross streams, no docking here. No, I'm perfectly fine promoting other channels if I know them, and also if I don't know them. But let's just say I have promoted channels in the past, and then I got very, very disappointed with the content they then put out later, and you kind of feel a little, especially if your audience then feel you are promoting someone who is contrary to what you talk about, or yeah. So I'd rather people don't share links, or at least reach out to me, reach out to one of the mods, and say, hey buddy, is it okay that I share this? And then I can say yes, or I can say no, because these YouTube streets are not always as friendly as they should be. And you only have one brand, and you have to protect that brand. What kind of watercolors? I don't know. Some of them are from, like, it's called Søstrene Grene. It's just a cheap store, and the rest is just some I it's not good watercolors. It's just something I picked up. I think some of them are from IKEA. It's not like I'm giving it away or selling it, so I'll just keep it cheap. So it's for my own gratification. It's just because I like to do it. Why does Baker have nicer nails and hands than I could? I have the most horrible nails in the world. They're cut to shit. That's one of the things my daughter always say, that they know that they are my kids because they have inherited the same horrible nails that I and my dad had. So that's why they know they must be from my genetic line. So I have the worst nails in the world. That's why I don't show my feet. I have very horrible nails. That's why I'm not like Lefty running around in my Birkins all day long and saying, "Hey man, want to play hacky sack?" But unlike Lefty, I didn't base my entire identity on Woody Harrelson. So Sisu, he got nice pecs. Does it look like you're? I don't know. I don't know what anyone's position is on a team. You're forward. Bum, bum, bum. Baker has not seen my toenails. I wouldn't drop a picture in. No, but trust me, my toenails are worse. I have horrible toenails. It's a disaster. But I inherited them from my dad, and my kids have inherited from me. But don't you still have yours? Barely. Woody Harrelson is an actor that you based your life on. Smoking weed and saying, "Man, I'll play some hacky sack all day long." That's a true statement I've heard from Lefty many a time on his gaming streams. I would rather be outside playing hacky sack, but I live in Minnesota, so it's snowing all year round. Not a lot of hacky sacking going around. Not even a little happy sacking. Mani petties for Christmas? No, I'm a man. I don't do that. My sister took the kids to have one of those, the little fishies that'll eat your dead skin. That's weird. Oh, look, Sue. It's coming together. I wanted to go to mass art after high school, but I needed to make money. Yeah. If you want to be an artist, you're going to be hungry. I always only had two wishes I wanted to. Oh shit. I wanted to be either a school teacher and a baker, and I couldn't become a school teacher because of my bad grades. So I became a baker, and that ruined my back. But I did get a diploma. So yay me. I know nothing about Discord, so I have to make an account, then type Broken Baker. If you have an account and you come back here and just put in exclamation point Discord, there will be a link you can hit, and then you will be taken to my Discord server, and then you ask to join it, and one of the mods will then okay you and say, okay, you can be here. And then you get to hang out with all the cool kids. They have Stitch and Bits. I actually think, is that tonight you have Stitch and Bits? Isn't that normally Tuesdays? I don't know. I sleep when they are sitting in there and talking. And on Sundays they have movie night where they will watch a good movie, and then they will watch a movie where they just take the PS. Bad Witch link, please. The Nightbot link right there. Thank you, Aaron, for pulling out. If you hit that link, you should go to my Discord. Probably that will take you to a sign-in page if you don't have a Discord to begin with. What? Tom, expert told me that you went to this school. Is that correct? Discord and all other places a hard pass. We have to sign into so many things to see crap. Well, it's the best I can do, because I'm not going to go out and make a Substack, and I'm not going to make it pay for play or any of that. So that's the best thing you can do. I can do. Yes, sir. Oh. Did you see that, J7? Tom Gillis he probably went to school with you. I don't know. I think you're the same age, roughly. I'm YouTube or Facebook. That's it. Well, it's good choices not to get involved in too much social media. Social media is the devil, Bobby Boucher. Discord works fine for me without all the ads. It only occasionally have beef with my Brave browser because it does not like some security measures. Yeah, it's I like it to communicate with my mods and stuff like that on it, because it's kind of okay to use, but on the other side, I'm not the biggest fan of communicating with people I don't know on it, because yeah, I think I've been a little I'm a little gun shy with all the crap we have seen the last couple of months when people are just sharing left and right. So I like to be on other platforms that's maybe, I don't know, it's probably a false security that this place will not be as bad as the other place, but it's probably the same. But and I don't know, I just got an update on the twit, so I'm in the encrypted chat, whatever that means, but that has taken away the ability to call people on it, and that's really annoying, because I used twit to call people when I had to talk to people in the USs. So losing that ability is a little annoying. So now I have to have Signal, and we all know that Signal is only nefarious. Discord is what you make it. Yeah, Discord is. I like it for the community aspect. That we have a place where we can share all the documents and we can, so people know, okay, if we're starting a case and there's anything interesting in it, Jemima will most likely have shared all the court documents before you can spell banana. And I think that's a good thing with the Discord. So everyone has access to it and can go, especially when there's pictures that we can't show on screen, and people can say, okay, I really want to see these autopsy photos or whatever, that we do have a platform that we can facilitate it on. But again, it's also, I know other creators are way more active on theirs, but I put a lot of my time into just streaming instead, and that's, so I won't go as much as I've been hanging out sometimes in the voice chat and stuff like that and talking to people, but it's, especially when we're running hard, and like I've been doing the last 2 months, doing the morning shows. It's sometimes you just want to sit down and not talk to people and don't have to worry about what's going on now. And I know the Discord runs itself because I have great mods on it, and they'll hang out with people in there, and I think that's cool that people can chit chat. And if there's anything people notice that I should know, the mods will yell at me. Hey, yummy, yummy. I do like when Discord has boobs and vagine. I don't think I have any boobs and vagine on my Discord. If anyone has shared boobs and vagines, someone hasn't notified me. Maybe that's the place where people send their boobs and vagines to Marissa, so she can send it on to me, and she forgets to direct it at me. We might have to have a mod meeting so she doesn't hide them from me. Do I want some boobs and vagina in my Discord? No, I think I'm fine. I have an 87%, no, 85% female audience. I think they have their own boobs and vagina. They're probably not that interested in them. Maybe on movie night. Yeah. Jamie, are you working today? I didn't want to send you a link because it's Tuesday. Send all boobs directly to Baker. Some women like to compare, just saying. Yeah. Oh, is that what she's... I guess that's what Sue is doing. But I have said that if I ever get a date for when Aiden is having his next meetup and I can make it, I'll make a slapper-thon. I'm not sure I'm going to make a boob comparison. Well, maybe if I can get a booth. I'll rummage around a bit and compare. It's not like that could spell any trouble if I said, "Oh, you have better boobs than that one." Absolutely no problem would ever come from any of that. Hey, Dr. On Call. I'm stuck lurking today. Oh, I'm sorry, Jamie. No one wants to see my old boobs, I promise. Well, your husband probably still think they're fine. Men are like that. We don't we don't care that much. Boobs are boobs. What are boobs? J7, if you go close to a wall, the part of you that'll hit first, well, I don't know. Maybe if it's me, it's my stomach. But sometimes some ladies, it'll be the boobs. What medium are we working with today? As always, just watercolors, colors, and paw skills. Mhm. You are so talented. I'm continually impressed by your gifts. P.S. You would have been an excellent teacher. Oh, I'm not talented. I pretend really well. And I actually did do 2 semesters of teachers college, but then because of my back injuries, I just couldn't finish it because I wasn't as stable as I am now. So it was really hard for me to concentrate because either I would be on severe pain medication to get through the day, or I would be in so much pain I couldn't concentrate. So sadly, it wasn't to be. But no, I did do 2 semesters of teachers college, so I'm halfway a math teacher and halfway a history teacher and halfway a geography teacher. Those were in Denmark. Back then you had to have 3. You had to have 4, but I only get to choose the 3 of them because it would have been later. I would have chosen my 4th, and that would probably have been physics. No, I was a physics. Did I get physics? I can't remember. It's so long ago. But no, geography, history was the ones I wanted, and then because you had to have either Danish or math, and I didn't want to do Danish because I am dyslexic, so that would have been hell for me. Probably could have cheated my way through it by just doing a lot of prep work before I was supposed to teach it, but I thought, no, I'm pretty good at math. I got like A minuses in my math exams, so I'm not that dumb. I'm too good at math to become a lawyer, but sadly my back couldn't keep up with it. But I did do pretty well in. Well, I didn't do well in I don't know if it's called didactic in English. The study of teaching, which is where you just have to sit and say, "Oh, Klafki said this, and this guy said that about how kids learn," because they always said that, "Oh, just give kids a book and they'll learn." Fuck no. I used to be a kid. I didn't want to learn. I had to take a year with mostly just math and languages and such after 2 years of art school. It was a boring year. Now I would have loved the math part. Languages, again, because of my dyslexia, that would have killed me. That's why I actually tried to take German again when I was in that night school thing, but it's German. Grammar in German is really, really hard, especially when you don't because my dyslexia is it's kind of a weird one where I can't. Oh, maybe this is too dark. I'll give it some water. I can't see words that's wrong. I just don't. So things like to and to, I don't understand when you use it. Well, I can kind of get into it and understand it now because I use English way more. Oh shit! I should have done that. But it doesn't make sense in my mind, and that's well, it's some mental block, but because German is very, very highly regulated as a language, it's so hard for me to do the grammar. I speak it, no problem, and I probably could have taken, because it was on the level I was on. It was the lowest level you can take in those night classes. It's just an oral exam. I could have aced that, no problem, but sadly, I just couldn't. Every time we did anything that had to do with grammar, to be 100% honest, I felt like I was an idiot. I because it doesn't make sense to me when you put die, der, das, as you have to in German. It makes no sense in my brain how it should be. I know if I speak it, I just have to say this, but I couldn't tell you why, and you kind of need that in German. So no Deutsch für mich. Aber wir sprechen es ein bisschen. So es gibt ja kein Problem. Es ist besser, Deutsch zu sprechen, dann Deutsch zu buchstabieren. Numbers don't compute for me. No, the thing is, if I learn like things like equations are super easy for me. If I just learn them, I can always use them. And the funny thing is, grammar is technically just another formula. You have to learn when to use them for X, Y, or Z. But in my mind, they just don't make sense. I can't tell you how or why you put, when it's are and is, I don't know what the difference is, why it has to be one. And you will say, well, it's because one is this and one is that. But in my mind, it just don't make sense. I can't see it. And that's why if I have to reach out to people, I'll ask Marissa to Marissify my writings so I can sound like a normal person. But yeah, that's my big problem, that I'm not good at writing stuff. And it was a big I won't say it ruined anything, but I had very low self-esteem about it when I was a kid, especially because it's so easy for so many people to, one thing is spelling the words, but they know when you're talking in past tense, present tense, and how you do the different things in the past tense and present tense. And again, to me, it's just not computing. It's cocky, the game clock. Cock, yes. I learned some Spanish from having a house in Spain. My Spanish is not very good though, but I can go shopping. Yeah, it's the same. I can pull out when I stay with my sister for a week. I'll be back speaking enough French that I can ask for stuff at the grocery store and stuff like that. But I couldn't sit down and read a book in French, but I have a good ear for languages. Both my sister and I has always been really good at picking up spoken languages. So I don't think that's more important because I'm not going to live in countries where I will have to read it. So it's better that I can understand it. I took Spanish for like 6 years in school. Ask me how much I can still speak. Yeah, it's bare minimum. Is this a Canton athlete? No, this is a South Carolina athlete. I'll pull out. You heard it here. Well, I don't do the pull-out game because I'm not stupid. I know you can get pregnant way before that. Yeah, if you would just get into it, you can say, ja, ich möchte gerne ein Twitter haben. Or könnt ich bitte eine Quittierung? I speak 2 languages, English and bad English. I speak 2 languages and I hack my way through a couple more. My high school was the Mustangs, like every other town with a horse. Yeah. I was looking for cool. I actually Googled cool college mascots. And then I thought, nope, I'm going to make Sue happy, so I'm going to do cocky. It didn't work, but I tried. I took French, Spanish, Italian, Latin, Arabic, and German. German is the only one that doesn't come back to me. I think I can say very little in Arabic, but that's because I used to play football in a club where the city kind of put a lot of money into trying and integrate the second generation immigrants and us Danish. So we had a pretty good club, big club. We had like three senior teams. That's a lot for a club in a town my size, and it was fun. But the words you learned was not the words you would use if you were going shopping. Let's just say that. So that's the same with my Bosnian. Is it's not for use in a civilized setting. Well, I can say stoi la pucha. You can always say that. Stop or I shoot. I can speak Baker Danish too, just cut off half all the Danish words. Yes, that's how you speak Fynsk. That's why I don't use my Danish name, because people will say, that's not how you spell it. No. And because I never use it in my real life. So I can use profanity in Polish, Portuguese, Italian, and Spanish. I did Latin and Spanish in school. Yiddish and Hebrew, I know just the basics. I can speak fluent Phillyese and English. Sarcasm. Did you know Yuri Bukaki is an avid soccer player? He most likely would be, because he was from, is he from Bulgaria, or where was he from? Serbia? When I was in the military, we had, not when I was in the military, when I was deployed, we we had like an outreach program where we would go out, and Hummel, who is a big Danish sportswear company, they would supply us with like kits for the football teams, and then we would go out and play them, and they would get all of these. This is a shitty brush. We got to play them, and then they would get the kits sponsored, so they could have those. That was pretty fun playing with the locals. They were crazy. So we did that in the military. That was a nice job to have. This is better. I could use a big Danish. Well, Squabby. No promises, but if I go to Canton and you catch me in the right mood, you might get a big Danish. Well, not the micronator, but the micronator is situated on a big Danish. See you later, Dodo. He plays on an adult men's league. He comes up doing warm-ups and take off his shirt and struts around like a rooster. He's so odd. Who? What? Oh, he was for Ukraine. Ukraine is a pretty well-known football nation as well. Big cheese Danish. I'm not going to say it, but people who like cheese Danishes should probably try sitting on a cacti. I think it's the same emotion you get when you eat a cheese Danish as when you spin around on a cacti. Hey, cowbell. Hey, Mark. How are we doing this day? I speak fluent chips. Well, Bad Dazzler, you can't fix Lefty. He's a cheesehead out of Wisconsin. He doesn't understand why real people call football a game played with feet. He's under the illusion that it has something to do with throwing a ball. Because they move their feet. No, that's not why it's called football, you absolute pillock. I think that's about done. What do you say, Sue? Is it okay? Auction it off for the fundraiser? No, because I can't get the shipping shit to work, so I won't be auctioning anything off. Jemima has said that she might crochet some stuff that we can give away because she is in the States, so she can send it out, but or we can auction off or whatever she wants to do. So now you're saying pillow or pillar, and what does it mean? Who's a pillow? I say pillock. Pillock. That's a fish. Oh, I forgot the signatures. Where's my gold? I love gold. Sadly, our American football team closed down last year. Not enough people wanted to play, but we did succeed in having one of the players from that team go to the NFL. Hjalte Froholt. He's from my town. I actually was at the gym when he was back on Christmas vacation once and worked out. I don't know if he's still active. He used to be a Pats. I don't think he ever played a game for them, but I think he was drafted by the Patriots. Maybe the Browns. It's the same team almost. Isn't Ball University in Indiana the Cardinals too? I don't know. Pollock is great for fish sticks and like filet sandwiches. It is. No, it's way too dark. Just wanted to make a shadow. Oh, Sue, why did I do this? I shouldn't have. That was a mistake. Let's fix that up. Yeah. We have more fish than we can eat in Norway, but for fish sticks we use Alaskan pollock. Yeah, that's kind of a staple for the kiddos. There's no mistakes in art, just creative opportunities. Yeah, and this was a bit. It'll probably dry up and be nice, so I can fix it when it's dry. I think it's a pretty good one. I don't know. Look at these swole arms. I thought it would have been way too complicated to get to look this nice, but I think I did better than expected. Maybe I just need a happy little jawline. Hot chicken, they have that in Nashville. No, this is South Carolina. It's on the other side of you. Thank you, Sue. It means a lot when you say that. Oh, well, now I just have to get more mascots. I'm gonna jump into the other studio. I'll be back in a second. So, we are back again. Big is back. Tell a friend. Angry cock painting goes to the Rufus Pootster Gallery. No, I don't know where it goes. Maybe in my collection of trash. Your ancestors came to America in 1595. And they haven't kicked you out yet. What's Krusty on about today? Oh, how is... Oh, let's look at this one. How the hell is Krusty O'Panties getting access to this? That's kind of a... Wrong mic, wrong mic, wrong mic. I don't know why it puts it up on when I go on the other one. It should be the right one now. Is it better? I hope I'm on the right mic again. Okay. You know what is real life, though? This scumbag Timothy Hyde, the drug dealers named Bradle, and their scumbag client literally suborning. Is that a word? Suborning perjury and offering inducements for that perjury just to harass and scapegoat me. Apparently, that plan was more agreeable to them than facing the fact that Aidan Carney's charges are 99% his own words and actions that he alone filmed and decided to post to the internet. That's real life, right? That's a reply to Betero. And my question is just how does she has confidential information between Aidan and his lawyers? Is that legal to possess, even though someone else shared it? Is it legal to possess confidential information between a lawyer and a client? Yeah, that's a signed affidavit saying she heard Kate on the phone with Hank Breen, and either way, it's great Twitter content. Yeah, it is, because you're a scumbag. Jane may be a crazy person, but she has proof she was in regular contact with Kay. I don't necessarily believe everything she claims Kate has said, but a sworn affidavit means something, even if you are ratchet yourself. She made them up. Oh. Sunday, April 27th. That's some old shit she's been sitting on.
Or Meredith hacked Aiden. Oh. Yeah, because that seems kind of weird that she should have access to communications between a lawyer and a client, which I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but I would think that's illegal to share that. Probably the person who seems to never sleep and post stuff nonstop. I do sleep sometimes. I slept 7 hours last night. So I'm just, again, this could probably get someone in trouble if these are real communications shared between people. But the top says AK, meaning it's from Bradel's phone. Oh. But didn't they claim that it was, I think they claimed it was from Bettero's phone. Makes no sense. It's another bad KP forgery, if you ask me. Well, she is a known forger. She's an admitted felon because she forged her lawsuit against Aiden, which she should in any real world catch charges for. But again, yeah, someone says, girl, put down ChatGPT and go grab an attorney. I think you need one. You don't have to believe what someone says in an affidavit. She is swearing it to be true. Nothing else matters. This is a nothing burger. I don't know what you think. These text messages prove it sounds like they were unsure whether or not to believe her until she signed a sworn affidavit. When you sign a sworn affidavit, it holds you legally responsible for what you're saying. Yeah, kind of implying that it means that they are trying to force her to have an opinion is, well, if you go to Krusty and Twist Law School, you might get all these bad takes. I saw someone, and I know I shouldn't talk about this person because, but I saw something that I found so dumb that I had to reply to it because, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of a person called Lindsay Gattani, who after Morrissey showed up yesterday, she got into conspiracy mode that they stabbed him in prison and sent him to a psych eval to force him to not put on a defense. And that's how, because that would have put Proctor on the stand, and they didn't want that. Only a few problems with that. Proctor has been mentioned multiple times during pretrial hearings. If anyone forced his attorneys not putting on a defense, that's an instant appeal. Yeah, but they are afraid. That's not how the law works, honey bunny. And he admitted to two gruesome charges, and he was he went in front of a jury. The reason why he didn't go on the stand was he had a shitty story. It's and sadly, people, because it's the Massachusetts Commonwealth, will believe anything any random weirdo chick who no one should believe anything she says online. It's just stupid. It's pronounced after David. Yes. Sorry. Just because it's on the interweb doesn't make it true. No, exactly. Oh, show's almost over. Money has arrived. I bet LG takes the comet seriously. Well, only weirdos believe the comet. Lindsay is reliable as a 5-year-old Christmas light. Exactly. Sadly, people want to make her a good girl now. I saw someone said, maybe I was wrong about you. She still put Aiden in prison. Stop jumping on her and thinking she's a good girl now. she put Aiden in prison. I like that she is now realizing the errors of her way, but it doesn't make her a good girl. It doesn't make her a bad girl. It makes her a horrible person. So I really wish people would stop falling for it. And listening to listen to parts of her interview. Just proved to me that technical difficulties might mean something different in America than it does in Denmark. 5-year-old Christmas lights will electrocute you for sure. Exactly. LG is crazy. Yeah. Check notes. Wasn't he stabulated before opening statement? If that was the case, that his lawyers wouldn't have claimed BV was going to testify. Hey, don't ruin a good conspiracy theory. How the hell do you spell her last name? Giatani, I think. Is that the right way? Let's read this and bring our mind trust together and see if this makes sense. Let me get this straight. From day one, it was an apparent slam dunk case with Brian Walsh. They claimed they found belongings of Anna that was saturated with blood, Google searches, store surveillance videos, etc. Then the bombshell is revealed about Michael Proctor's private cell phone contents potentially being used in the Walsh case and numerous other cases that could cause a mistrial. No, and no. It has never been alleged that there was anything on Michael Proctor's phone that could be used to cause a mistrial. In this case, yes, in other cases, especially the Miles King case. Proctor and MSP are essentially fucked by all accounts. The possibility of Proctor's phone exonerating multiple defendants who are charged with violent and brutal crimes becomes the talk of the mainstream media. Again, Michael Proctor was allegedly breaking a deal they had about searching digital evidence in this case. The judge ruled it was in compliance and that it could be produced in court. It had nothing to do with Michael Proctor's phones. Next thing, the public is made aware that Walsh is stabulated in Dedham House of Pancakes. Oh, you have a house of pancakes? I thought they were closed. A man who was in medical or protective custody was attacked in one of the cushiest county jails in the state. Kelsey Fitzsimmons was threatened in her jail. It happens. It's not a big thing. It happens. It's then announced that Walsh is being sent to Bridgewater State Hospital for mental evaluation to determine if he's competent to stand trial. His lawyers asked for a mental evaluation. His lawyers, not the state. It was his lawyers who asked that. His trial is delayed for weeks. Yes, because they were awaiting a mental eval. The results of the forensic psychologist deems him competent. The trial begins. Yes. It's announced that Walsh's only defense is that Anna Walsh died of natural causes just completely out of the blue. Yeah, that's when you have a shitty client who will try anything and his lawyers are doing what they can. They know it's a turd. They have to try and shine it. Walsh pleads guilty to disposing of the body, but continues to trial for the murder charges with not guilty plea. Yes, we have seen this in other trials as well. This is not a big surprise. What was the other case? Was it the Turk case or which case was it? After the prosecution rests its case, the defense does nothing. Walsh does not testify as his lawyers claims he would. That's his choice. He might say, well, I can't fix this shit. I'll just make it worse. It's his choice. They put on no case whatsoever because they had no case. Who should they call? A medical examiner who said, I don't know how she died because she's not found. After knowing for quite some time about the evidence that the state had against him, yes, and it's still the defendant's choice to go to trial. Nothing out of the ordinary. I wish more people would watch trial instead of trying to sit here and be Monday morning quarterbacking. In my opinion, his only real shot was to attack the corrupt officers who was involved in the investigation of Anna's murder. There was no chance that would have changed anything in this case, because the only problem there was with the corrupt officers was, did they go too far in searching electronic devices? No, they didn't. The judge had cleared that beforehand. That was a pretrial motion. They could have put Proctor up there and said, hey, did you look at the son's iPad? Yes. Why? Well, because it was linked to Brian's laptop. When it showed up on the laptop, I extended it because I believed it was covered under the same court order that I could search it, or the search order. Walls had nothing to lose, but he did nothing because he couldn't change the outcome of his case. We had a man who stood up in court after court was in session and said, I'm sorry what I did to your mom, to his kids. He still got a full trial. His lawyers still put on a trial, even though they know he was fucked, because the prosecution could play his admission during the trial. The jury deliberated. He was obviously found guilty, and that was that. Yes, he had a trial by his peers, guaranteed by the 5th, the 6th, and the 14th Amendment. Then the disgraced Michael Morrissey shows his face during a press conference today for the first time since his biased hostage videos that he displayed for the public almost 2.5 years ago at the behest of Jen McCabe's family, where he clearly tried to influence the jury pool to convict Kerry Reid. This part I agree with. You're right about this part. During today's press conference, Morrissey is praising himself, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and the investigators. Police involved in the case, he was praising them as if they solved some unsolvable murder with zero evidence. Of course he did. He's the boss. They just got a man sent to prison in a case with no body. And don't you know, not one mention of disgraced officer Michael Proctor was ever mentioned throughout the trial, because Michael Proctor was discussed pre-trial. Sometimes smart people should not say something because they will sound dumb, and sometimes dumb people should also shut the fuck up because they don't understand anything about how a trial runs. Call me a conspiracy theorist all you want. Okay, you are a conspiracy theorist. But if you think for 1 second that Walls was being stabbed, sent to Bridgewater, pleading guilty to a crime of disposing the body, going back on his word to testify, putting on absolute zero defense after knowing the evidence against him for roughly 2 entire years, and never once mentioning Michael Proctor is any sort of coincidence, then I have a bridge to sell you. Well, I have a bridge to sell you if you believe this had anything to do with anything. Lindsay, you are not that smart. I'm sorry to say it. You are not intelligent. You are a hopped up lady who thinks just because you have been in trouble with the law and don't like the MSP, and you can now try and ingratiate you with the Free Karen Reid movement, you have some special insight. In reality, you are a very, very ratchet woman who will always try and swim where there's the least resistance, and you will switch alliances every single time you see an option to get a little bit of notoriety. In my opinion, Walls was threatened. He knew he was fucked and going to jail for life regardless. So after being stabbed, they assured him they would make him as comfortable as possible if it didn't make this complicated for the Commonwealth. They couldn't be caught with any more egg on their face. How are they going to make him comfortable? He's going to spend the rest of his life in prison. How is he going to make them? He's going away for life. There's no other option. No other option. And yes, he was mentioned very shortly. But again, he's not. I said this before the trial started. This is not the Michael Proctor case. The Michael Proctor case will be the Miles King, because what is on his phone, confirmed by Rosemary Scarpiccio, racist messages. Doing the latest drop, there's also victims' children on his phone. There's nudes on his phone. Not, I know some people read it as children nudes. That's not how it was. It was pictures of kids, nude photographs, and something else. So it's two different things. It's not the same. I know some people didn't really get that. They just, oh, he has CP on his phone. No, he had pictures of kids from victims, and then he had pictures of people with no clothes on. Two different things. But he had no bearing on this case with his phone. I've said it a million times. Unless they can prove bias, they don't want to go into it. And there was no sign she had any bias against Anna or Brian. That's why it wasn't there. She definitely feels emboldened with the new attention. Yeah, and sadly, people think she's right, that she's a smarty pants, and it's not there. There's no there. And again, if they're betting on an illegal phone search to be a big thing in the appeal, I know some people have said, oh, that'll turn it over. No, the judge okayed it. And I believe the next judge will okay it the same way, because they will say the reason why we looked at the son's iPad is because it was linked to Brian's laptop. It's not that we couldn't have gotten this any other way. It was connected to the same account. Junkie for life is all she's ever be, because she's still got the junkie mindset even without the drugs. She's a clown shoe. Even without the drugs? Technical difficulties. They should make some people have IQ tests before they reproduce. Sadly, what's that movie? People who should have kids don't get kids, and all the people who shouldn't get too many kids. Even if this case is reversed upon appeal, it weighs heavily on the Judge F to give max sentence for those charges he pled guilty. He's going to get life in prison. The handling of a body is a 25-year alone, I believe it is. Will Deitch be appearing for fundraiser? No, I have no connection to Deitch. I just wanted to support him. Will the idiots of Massachusetts go vote? Sadly, the way I got berated by another creator over me saying I want a stronger DA candidate, I'm sadly convinced that we are voting what you tell us to, no matter who. Cowbell, I can't say she's one of them, but like we know what we know, you know. Well, No. The technical difficulties was just technical difficulties. No reason to believe anything else. Yeah. There are certain shades of limelight that can wreck a girl's complexion. I don't know what that means. Yeah, the movie Idiocracy will explain it all to you. I watched that last year. Great movie. But my biggest problem is just that everyone now believes. I saw someone in Aiden's chat today say, I hope she's back with you, Doc. And I was, are you certifiably insane? If Aiden is back banging her, I think you should have an intervention. You should probably cut it off him and hide it on ice until he gets his brain back, and then you can sew it back on. I have no belief that he's. I know he's had some some fun times the last 2 years, but I don't think he's that stupid. I'm sorry. I just don't do it. Wall's case was boring. Tried on EDB, who I love. Well, it was just a standard case. There was everyone was hyped and said, "Oh, Proctor's going to be on the stand, and we're going to hear about all of this stuff in his phone." But there was no stuff in the phone that you could really get to. That's not what it was about, and that's what people don't understand. They just believe, oh, it's Massachusetts. We're going to get a lot of stuff in there. No, it's not. That's not how it works. My husband and I was just drawing another parallel to that movie. It's genius. It is. It is. Oh, you saw that comment as well, and I'm just thinking, how much do you hate Aiden that you want that to happen? It means the publicity LG puts her in a bad light. She should lay low. That's what that means. You have to watch the movie classic. Okay, I didn't. I don't know that movie. I don't. Isn't it an old movie? I don't know. Just seeing if there's anything interesting we can pull up. Oh, maybe I should go on this one. Just to see if anything happened while we were having fun. No. Oh, I don't know if we should say congratulations to the Testify campaign, but apparently they broke $100,000 yesterday. $100,000 has now been put into the defense fund of the House defendants. And I know people will then say, well, they paid it themselves. It doesn't matter. It's a PR win for them. Because now the Canton housewife will have a show where they will be talking about how amazing the support is. And again, the tourists who will come around and see it and say, oh, maybe they are innocent. Oh, Holly Mac, it's your birthday? Let's do it. I dag det Hollys fødselsdag. Hurra, hurra, hurra. Hun sikrer sig en gave for, som hun har ønsket sig i år, med dejlig chokolade og kager til. Og når hun hjem fra skole går, hurra, 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 så skal hun hjem og holde fest, for hjemme venter med dejlig chokolade og kager til. Happy birthday, Holly Mac. 25 has never looked this good. You rock it, girl. Have a great birthday. It's definitely their own money. It's all anonymous. It doesn't matter. You have to try and understand what I'm saying. I know a lot of people are just, nah, it doesn't matter. How? Oh, they have changed their website. Oh, and thank you, K-Smith, for gifting 5 Broken Baker memberships to Valhalla Awaits. Mod of the Year Valhalla Awaits got a membership. Uaui alumni. Oh, that's probably Oregon University alumni, maybe. Catherine Lee, Medina Finn, and Shay Shells. Thank you so much, K-Smith. Oh, by the way, I also have to say thank you because that came in after I ended my show this morning. I got uh I got corner kisses. Corner kisses from please open the app. Amsterdam. Oh, Mo Esquire. Banana bread, delicious. Carrot bread, good too. Love y'all Norsemen. Thank you so much, Mo Esquire, for buying five membership. And thank you, Hot and Brave, for becoming a member over on Buy Me a Coffee. That's the weirdest place to become because you don't get anything over there. You don't get anything over here. But thank you so much, Mo Esquire. Hey, Swiss Miss. Oklahoma University. Hey, Jen Fox, how are you doing? It looks like it's matter. That's the point. Yes, and that's the thing I want to tell you because I believe all of the antis will donate to them. I also believe their support will dry up rather quickly. Yes, but what we are in now is in a totally different state of trial. First of all, it's going to take forever and it's going to most likely go to the federal. But what they want to do is paint a narrative of Karen Read being this crazy bitch who killed her boyfriend and got away with it just like OJ, to try and clear their name in public because the McAlberts haven't had a good time the last couple of years. That's for sure. And funny enough, if you look into what they say about this testified, doesn't really say they are gonna, because they say, oh, any extra money we're gonna give to the defense fund. To whom? They can just take all this money back again later and put it back in their bank account. But if you are swinging by a website to try and read up on what is this, I remember the Karen Read case because this is gonna, not all of the people out there are like us who live in this constant drama crap called Canton. But then you go back and say, hey, what was that? And you know that Karen Read was found innocent, but there was something in those interviews. I heard something, I'm not sure. And then you see $100,210 given by 907 people. That's pretty good. $100,000. That's a lot for a defense team. And then you go over here and say the woman who raised 1.1 million. 1.1 million. She had a 1.1 million. She has now raised $10,382. She's being outraised by a factor of 10. If you're just a tourist, not one of us, all of us, we know this is bullshit. All of us know that the McAlberts are the scum of the earth. But if you're a tourist coming by, you would think, oh, so those 1.1 million, was that just a lie? She never really had all that support that they claimed. There was a lot of talk about her having paid actors standing outside of court. Maybe there was something about that. All of this is what I believe is a problem for Karen Read, because where will she get if she needs the $500,000 goal that she has set up? $500,000 after getting 1.1 million. That's a lot of monies. Where's she going to get it? Because people don't jump on a sinking ship. No one was buying tickets to the Titanic the day after it sank. And if you go in there and you look, and all she has is $10,000, you're not contributing to that, because that's one of the things that was so successful during her criminal trial, that people was constantly trying to help, doing fundraisers, doing standouts. We all saw when Tom was filming people sitting at a mall trying to raise awareness and all of this. And I don't know. I haven't changed anything. As always, I don't do anything. Holly Mac, thank you so much for 25 Canadian. Because I missed you all so much. We missed you as well. And you should spend that on a birthday cake instead. Don't spend it on me. But thank you so much, Holly Mac. And again, I'm so sorry for what you've been through the last week, but I hope that your birthday will bring a little smile to you. Dubai pistachio chocolate is so nasty. I never tried it. I saw we were in a store, my daughter and I, because we were going to the Lego store, and then we went into a store to get something, and it was like 150 Danish for a bar of chocolate. Are you insane? That's like $20. You must be insane. You're procrastinating in the grocery store. Well, don't go near the candy aisle. Hopefully Karen doesn't use all of that money on Dubai pistachio chocolate. Oh, that's where it came from. Oh, I don't know. I just know that right now, due to maybe no fault of her own, she has a dwindling support group, because the people who claim to speak for her are constantly getting in fights on the twits. And the creators who claim that they are the ones working for her are constantly getting in fights on the twits. And that's not a good look. And I hope that she will have a great fundraiser Friday. I put a post up on that yesterday because so many people were like, oh, Baker is having a fundraiser the same day. No, I have a fundraiser the day after. Oh, Baker must be distraught that people are having a fundraiser. No. As I said this morning as well, please have 10 fundraisers. Have fundraisers at the same time as I do, because I will not be raising funds for Karen Read on Saturday. I will be raising money for Kelsey Fitzsimmons, Valhalla Awaits, and Aiden Carney. And I will also put links into the deed for Massachusetts. I don't believe that Foreigners, and Marissa has kind of confirmed it. You're not allowed. Adam Deitch is not allowed to receive foreign nationals' monies, but we will put that in chat, because I'm not going to be promoting it and putting it in chat with the link. I'll put it in the description. And we are also going to raise awareness about Aaron Spencer, because that's 5 causes I believe is way more deserving of more attention than a civil trial. And I know a lot of people are out there and saying, well, if she can get to trial, we can get all of it out there. Girl, we're talking about people who lied to the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Do you think they would have any qualms lying during a deposition? Come on now. They're going to tell exactly the same story they have told the entire time. That's why they make timelines. That's why they have family meetings. Depositions are not going to change the world. I know everyone is expecting that something magical will happen. It won't. They can try new evidence, they can try different approaches, but this family will have sewed their mouths shut when you get to the deposition. They will have lawyers screaming objection to every other question. The fight against the Massachusetts corruption goes through Adam Carney right now. That's where it goes. No matter how much everyone wants to believe that, oh, civil deposition is going to be the bomb. No, it's not. It's not where it's going to do. So I wish her well. I wish her all the luck, and I hope that after Friday night, with a lineup of, I think they have like 15 people on the panel, I hope that they raise that when we wake up Saturday morning, because I will be sleeping, I won't be watching, most of all because the guests they have on are not people I enjoy. The streamers on there are very divisive, are very, very divisive to me. And I'm not going to watch it. But I hope that when I wake up Saturday morning, I'll open it and there's 50,000 in her fundraiser. That would be amazing. If they have the greatest fundraiser, I will never ever say that she shouldn't have a fundraiser or they shouldn't try and help her, because I'm trying to help someone else, and that's because I believe she won her case, and now I still have a problem with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and that fight goes through Aidan Carney. Should you stop supporting Karen Read? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do I think that she's not worthy of having a fundraiser? Absolutely not. It's not a competition that you can only have these people. Everyone can choose who they want to fight for. That's the thing most people forget. I'm not out here. I know everyone on the new anti side, as I want to call it, because they are anti-Aidan. They are claiming that, oh, you're hanging out and your leader has told you. I don't talk to Aidan. I do this. Aidan hasn't even, I don't know if you've even seen the DM I sent him about if you want to show up on Saturday. And if he comes, I would love it. I love talking to the guy. If he doesn't want to come because he's focusing on his trial, I will still fight as much as I can to put his story out there. So if anyone wants to contribute, I know it's Christmas and it's a little hard month to do it, but I want to support him, and I want to support Valhalla, and I want to support Kelsey Fitzsimmons. I want to support a better DA in Massachusetts, and I want to support Aaron Spencer because he should win Father of the Year. Thank you, Unbalanced Equation, for saying big and indecisive hugs and all good Danish things. Yes, I don't do hugs, but other than that, the rest is fine. Well, I don't demand loyalty, and I don't give loyalty. I don't demand you see the world through my eyes, and I will not see it through your eyes. I have my own personal opinions about a lot of people, but I will never ever tell someone you can't do this or you should do that. Well, I will tell you, stop fucking believing Lindsay Gattani is Mother Teresa. That's the only thing I would say. He mentioned it on his Bus Stop Live this morning. Yeah, but he hasn't replied to me. So if he comes, he comes. If not, he doesn't. And it is fine. I know he is more than stressed out right now. And I 100% understand if he needs to take a weekend off. That's the thing. Aidan is the guy with all the pressure on him right now. Not only is he being attacked by the Commonwealth, he's also being attacked with former friends and being backstabbed everywhere he goes. I heard him talk about how he can't go to certain places without getting text messages about where he is, which to me is probably the scariest thing that could happen, that someone somehow has a tap on where you go. Because I don't care what he does when he goes where he does. I don't care who he does if he goes to do someone. That's not none of my business. Even if I don't agree with what he's doing in his personal life, he's still a man facing 90 years in prison. And that is horrible. For what he did was using your First Amendment. Telling someone to do the right thing or tell the truth could never in any way be construed as a threat other than in Massachusetts. And that's why I have been arguing for the last couple of days. Maybe Aiden's friends should think a little bit about it instead of constantly making him the focus on their streams, because it's not helping him. It's actually doing the opposite, because he'll just keep the twit twat running, especially because there are people out there who has nothing in their life other than sit every effing day and say Aiden is a bad boy, because they are jealous, they want to be him, and they know they can never be him. And when you are a free Karen reader who is now agreeing with Twisted Tragedies, your priorities are wrong. When you are streaming with people who 2 months ago you wouldn't piss on if they were on fire, your priorities are wrong. That's just what I'm going to say. But I hope all the best for the fundraiser. I hope all the best for the civil trial when it hits the courtrooms in 2018, 2019, whenever they get ready for it. It's probably going to be a fart in a pool, because no one can watch it if it goes federal. But we'll probably check in on it if I still have a YouTube channel and is alive at that point. Marissa probably killed me at that point. But I'm not here to tell you not to support her. Why should I have any inclination to tell you who and you can and can't support? I'll tell you who I support, and that's what I can do. Yeah, that's when Aiden started using it, became a thing. Yeah, a big nothing. It's just going to be a little bit of bubbles, and then it's that. I thought we were all adults here with our own opinions. I don't think Baker has ever spoken for anyone but himself. I will put out. I'll put out my opinions, and I've hold a lot of opinions. You all know I kind of lost my shit like a month ago after having 3 months where I just constantly went down the drain, and the kid was yelling at me because I was grumpy all the time. And I was grumpy because I was kind of depressed. Why should I be depressed? I am the luckiest person in the planet. I have you wonderful people watching me. I get to do this to you, sit and ramble on for hours and saying nothing. But I was depressed because I was bottling up a lot of emotions. Yes, I do have emotions. I know it's not something Danish people normally have, but I did have emotions because I have very few creeds I live by. One of them is trust. I'm a very, very loyal person. I like a good fight, and I'll duke it out with the worst of you. I don't give a fuck. I'll go into any fight I want to be in. But if I have been on your team and you then turn around and show me a different face, I will never ever forgive it. Because I don't believe people who keeps changing their opinions and their stance. That's weak people. That's people who will sway with the wind, and I don't like that. I like people who I can trust. That's why I have my golden rule is if you come into my DMs and you want to tell me something or you want to ask me something, you are under my cone of trust. You can betray me. You can go out and say, well, Baker said this and that. I I wouldn't like it, and I would never ever ever talk to you again. But if you want to talk to me, I will keep anything you tell me secret, because that's how I hope you would treat me. It's a question about trust. Even when another creator came into my DMs trying to get me to spurk out back when I was a little more covering my true emotions, I didn't go live with it. I know why they were in my DMs, because they wanted me to get angry and say, well, F this, F that, and you're this and you're that, because then they could go on the twits and tell me how bad a person I was, and get some sympathy and say, well, that fat Baker is just an idiot, which I am. I never ever showed you anything else than I'm a low IQ scumbag from Dutchland. But I didn't want to play that game, and I didn't want to be public about how I felt about these people, because I still believe that the best solution would be everyone just buckle up, shut the fuck up. Let's uh let's keep the ship airtight, watertight, whatever. Probably watertight is the best for a ship. And try and get through this. It was just some weirdo Australian starting some drama, and sadly that wasn't it. And that was what kind of got me depressed, because even though I didn't like a certain creator personally, I would never ever go public with it, because that's just not my job. I just don't stream with them, I don't recommend them, I don't talk about them. That's how I treat people I don't like. Sadly, they showed out to be a pussy who stabbed people in the back, and I have it even worse with people like that. And I wish them nothing but, well, I don't wish them anything good. Well, I will keep grifting. I will keep grifting. Well, I don't have manic depression or anything. I I get disappointed, and when I get disappointed, it's hard for me, because I have to go on. I'm not here to sell you, oh, today is a bad day, today is this. I'm here to try and make you smile. That's my job. It's also hilarious that those are the same people who talking to the Aussies who tell you shouldn't have an opinion. Yeah, I can't have an opinion on Baston because I don't live here. Go fuck yourself. But that's why I started doing more of the night streams, where I will say a lot more things than I do on my day streams, because my day streams is normally for the little bit lighter entertainment, because you are here, and the night crew knows at night nothing good happens after midnight except Baker streams. And tonight, I believe I'll do the 12 o'clock shot. I normally try and go for like 11, but Aiden is having his live, and it's kind of normally going late. So I'll set up for 6 o'clock. But if I wake early and he's done, I'll probably pop on and just chittle chattel about nothing, as I always try to do, because that's what we're here for. We are just stupid entertainers. Just because we have a YouTube video camera channel, we are not smarter than you are. Just remember that when people want to tell you how to think, feel, or behave. How the hell do we have the right to do that? I'm an idiot with a $100 camera and a YouTube channel. I don't know shit. All I can do is tell you how I feel. I had you dying last night. Happy I didn't go to bed. Woke up late this morning and my kid was late to school by 10 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I had my good friends on, and I like when we get together, the crazy gang, because no one knows where we are going, and all I know is it's going to be fun on the ride. Late night chats are the best, as the old song said, and I don't have that song anymore. When people suck, life's a little suckier. Yeah, that's probably how it is. You live on planet Earth, so nowhere is too far away. No, and it's just a stupid. You can have all the opinions you want on Denmark. I know J7 is trying to take over Greenland, and I've said I will give it to you. I don't want money for it. Just leave Sander to us, and then you can have that $500 million hole in our tax burden every single year. Cindy Lou Woohood, thank you for stopping by. I like the new songs. Give me Jason Mraz vibes. I don't know who that is. Sometimes I wish I followed chat so I know what the hell are we talking about now. Last night we talked about eggnog, and I never found out it was an uncooked custard. Why would anyone drink that? Are you weird? It sounds hot. Isn't it just nasty eggs and some sugar or something? Back when I was a kid, when I went to my grandma, she would give us what's called an egg snaps. You have snaps in them. You know the word. And that was just a raw egg and then some sugar in it that was mixed up. And we would drink that and think, oh, that's pretty good. I've never ever had one day when I woke up and thought, oh, I always wanted to have her carrot. Oh, she had the greatest carrot cake. That was good carrot cake. Always wish I could have her carrot cake again, but I never ever thought, oh, can I have a raw egg with some sugar in it? Yuck. Yeah, it's uncooked. These heathens, I don't know what's wrong with them. Well, they're Americans. But I don't know what it is. Eggnog is lightly boiled egg with sugar and vodka and nutmeg. I thought it was uncooked. Marissa said it was uncooked last night. I want to make my own eggnog and mayo since I have dozens of eggs now. Mayo is kind of hard to do. You may want to rethink that hand gesture. Did I do this? Did I do this one? I do it all the time. You can clip 1,000. Yeah. It's a rich, chilled, sweetened, dairy-based beverage traditionally made with milk, cream, sugar, egg yolk, and whipped egg white. Mm. How are you not all shitting yourself from salmonella? Remind me to never ever go to Christmas parties in the Americas. You said last night it was uncooked. Yeah, I think it was you. Those Yankee Doodles, what are they playing at? Do I have avocado in Denmark? Avocado in Denmark is a cerut, a small cigar. That's an avocado. Advocate. Why would you cook it? I don't know. Why wouldn't you make sure that there was no germs in it? Because you don't have that in your chickens. We don't either, but we still say, hey, use pasteurized eggs so you're sure there's nothing in it. Because eggnog you buy in the store is cooked. Homemade is usually raw. Weirdos. You can eat raw eggs. Haven't you met a gym bro? But it's really a bad way to transition the protein. So you would normally just get protein powder made with whey protein because it's easily dissolved. So they don't really do the raw eggs like they did in Rocky anymore. It's more of a thing from the movies. Avocado is a Dutch alcoholic drink with egg yolks in it. We use it to make a snowball in the UK. I have never ever heard about that, and I'm glad I've never. The only thing I want to drink out of Dutchland is beer, Trappist beer. You cook the eggs. Oh. I eat raw eggs right out of my own chicken's butt. But you're a weirdo, Danny G. You are a self-professed weirdo. Unbalanced equation for the weirdo inoculation fund. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna reapply for that ESTA so I can go back to the US because you people scare me. Well, it's one of those things because you always hear about it in movies and stuff like that. And I know it's just the movies, but still, I want to know what it is because I don't know it, and it just sounds nasty. It's the same in Denmark. Back when we had Aldi, we don't have Aldi anymore. You could buy a julestollen or Weihnachtsstollen or Christmas stollen. I think I don't know if you have them in America. And I had a guy I work with say, "Oh, I have this. You should try it. It's such a great. It's a cake." And I thought, "Oh, okay. I've never had it. Maybe it's good." It's a dry ass fruit cake with marzipan in it. And I was like, "What? Why would you eat this?" Well, because it's Germany. Come on now. Eggnog is gross. Thank you, Marissa. I know I can trust you and your palate. By the way, Brandon is still waiting for his Philly cheesesteak. I'm just putting it out there now. He hasn't been here for 2 days. You got to whip us up some eggnog and drink it live on holidays on a budget. I'm pretty sure I don't need to do that. What's in? I don't know if I could get a Danish recipe. Half a step of vanilla, sugar, egg yolks, milk. Oh, I don't like Nilligo. I don't know what that's called in English. I hate those. Cinnamon, rum. I like the rum part. Whipped cream, muscat nut. I don't like that. Then you have for four people. But it sounds horrible. Why would you put Nilligo in anything? The best homemade. Yeah, come on. How to make eggnog. Start by whisking the egg yolk and sugar together in a small bowl. Then, in a saucepan over medium heat, combine cream, milk, salt, and nutmeg and stir the mixture until it just reaches a simmer. Next, temper the eggs by adding small spoonfuls of the hot mixture to the eggs mixture. Stir each spoonful, and once most of the hot mixture has been added, add the entire mixture back into the saucepan. Continue cooking and whisking for just another minute or two until it barely thickens. It will continue to thicken as it cools. Then remove it from the heat and add the vanilla. Refrigerate the eggnog mixture until chilled. Ugh. Ugh. Hey, Celestial. Yeah, I would rather just have the rum. Did you just say English? I hate those. No, I didn't say the English. I hate those. I just, yeah. Marzipan is great. Norwegians eat tons of it during Christmas and Easter. Well, I have almost 3 kilos of a marzipan that I need to turn into kransekage before New Year's. So there will be a baking stream. And marzipan is wonderful, but when you put it into a dry ass pound cake with fruit in it, you better jump off the planet. Oh my god, that's horrible. Just gonna make it and drink some. Why? Why would you do this to me? Marzipan is delicious, Marissa. You have the palate of a 2-year-old. Relax. My kids call it Christmas milk. Battenberg. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, I make kransekage for the entire family and some friends, so I'll like my brother the last couple of years he has done I've given him his batch before Christmas when we were exchanging Christmas gift, and then he would have called me 2 days later and said, "So when am I getting my New Year's supply?" And then I've had to make more. So yeah, but I'm not going to do that because I'm meeting with him tomorrow to get my Christmas presents. So I have to check. I don't know if the Aaron Spencer thing tomorrow will be broadcast because I have to go and meet with him tomorrow at probably 2-3 o'clock. So let's just see. Yeah, tomorrow 3 p.m. Yeah, that's my time. Oh, so that's tomorrow morning is a pre-trial hearing in the Aaron Spencer case. If that is televised, then we'll do that in the morning your time tomorrow. Have I got the Hogwarts Express? Yeah, this is the bookcase Hogwarts Express, but it's because I couldn't get the Christmas things. I went and got this instead, so I had that for Saturday's fundraiser. My brother said that he might be able to, because he was at Lego today at their main factory, and they have the Lego house where they have the big Lego store. So he will go over there, and I might get the gingerbread 80/80 as well. So that's gonna be good. It's good. I like gefilte fish. I don't know what filled fish is, but it might be good. Yeah. But tonight, midnight, your time, 6 my time, I'll do a late night something. Saturday, again, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., I will be doing a triple fundraiser. And hopefully some guests will stop by. I've had positive returns from Dave MLS, Ronkel, Auntie Deb, Alexis Room, The Expert, Andrea Burkhardt, Nick Starrow, Massa Media, Britt Happens, Bob Mata. I hope his wife will join us as well. Ricada, Emily C, MG Law, maybe. I can't remember. Maybe I just put him on the list by mistake. Alternate juror and our good German buddy Alles nur geklaut. Harry has said yes and thank you so far. So there is a chance that you can see one or two of those. I haven't asked any of them to stay here for a longer while or bring Lego or anything. I just want them to stop by and wish you all a happy Merry Christmas and stay for as long as they want, kind of like Ronkel did with his fundraiser. The fundraiser will be primarily for Kelsey Fitzsimmons, who is still sadly in prison on a charge that probably won't give her prison time. Then I am trying to raise some fund for my good friend Valhalla, who is trying to settle his dad's estate because he kind of got taken advantage of by family members. And after 8 years, he now have to get a lawyer on it. And he is trying to raise funds for that lawyer. And the last and not least will be Aiden Carney's Defense Fund. That'll be the roundup that we're going to do from. So I'll put them, all of them will of course be linked in the description. We will be talking about them, but I will keep for the first 4 hours, it'll be the Kelsey Fitzsimmons. Then I will end that stream. I'll do next 4 hours will be the Valhalla, and the last 4 hours will be the Aiden Carney. You are welcome to all of them, and I hope you will tell your friends about it, and we can have a Christmas party without any eggnogs. I don't. I can go and see if I can find some Danish Christmas sweets. I can buy some Kleiner, and then I hope people will come by, keep me going, because I'll probably be deader than a doornail when we get to 12 hours. My longest stream is still less than 11 hours, so I will try as best I can to stay cognizant through all of it. And remember, it's not about you're not better or worse because, oh, I can donate or I can't donate. The important thing is we show up, show out, and have some fun and wish each other a happy Merry Christmas. This will be my Christmas thing this year. Last year it was having 13 different creators on. Rip Vices, who passed away a year ago yesterday, who was supposed to have been my final guest. And this year, instead of doing 12 days to help my own channel, I thought, no, let's do 12 hours and try and help someone else, because I have been blessed with a lot of success over the last year, and I want to use it to something other than just being a massive grifter. And that's why I want to grift for someone else. Harmony, never ever have that feeling. Never. Trust me, you are helping just as much by getting me through these streams, by being a nice person every time you're in chat, by communicating with people. Never feel anything like this. We all know, and this is why I have this kind of creed thing that of course I hope one day to be so big that I will have to look at super chats before I can read all of them. But that's why I will try always to keep an eye on chat. If anything's interesting, I'll pull it up. If anything is, because $1 for one can be just as much as $100 for someone else. Never ever let anyone feel you're not worth it just because you can't donate to anything. You can still support, you can still help, and you can still keep us going. It's just as important. Having the community around us, having friends around us. This is what we do it for. We don't do it for the monies. The monies is nice. It's happy times, and we can help some people, but we can also help you. We can give you 12 hours of entertainment for next to nothing. You just have to have your laptop and your electrical bill paid. Then you can hang out with us, because that's just as important. We streamers need to be very mindful that people out there are also watching us, because they might have a bad day, they might have something they are dealing with, they might not have a lot of money, and they can't get any entertainment otherwise. We are your entertainment, and we are blessed that you want to spend time with us. Never ever feel that you're obligated to give anything to anyone. We love that you come by and hang out with us, because hopefully I can make you smile, or I can make you think, or I can make you wonder why you ever joined this channel, because who's this weirdo? That's the goal. The goal is not to try and fleece you for money. I am very appreciative of the people who have the opportunity to contribute, but that's why, to me, $2 is the same as $100 super chat. Of course, it's an enormous amount. Sometimes you get, and you get very flabbergasted. But I also know some people will donate maybe that 10 extra bucks they had, just because they want to support a cause. And thank you all for that. But other people don't have the means. But you can share it on Twitch, or you can talk about it, or you can just show up and like the stream and help us get the algorithm. YouTube likes when people do that. Participate in chat. That'll make more people see us. Never ever feel that money makes you anything. Money is not who you are, and it's not making you a better person. There's a lot of assholes with a lot of money, and they will toss it around to make you like them. But there's also people who don't have the means. You have been around for I don't know how long. You have been a great supporter of mine all the way through. And that means more than someone just dropping by and throwing a 50 bomb and then leaving again. Because you're part of the community. You're a sweetheart who always, you're not like Sue, who comes in and just yells at me. I made a nice drawing for Sue, and she was just like, can you burn it? That's am I going to set up the donation so you can do it in the stream chat? Lolita Smiles, you can't do that with these types of donations with YouTube. You have to, YouTube only goes to like Jimmy with the cats and stuff like that. That's a special kind of fundraiser, I believe. Can't do it with any fundraiser. It has to be someone who it's approved by YouTube. So that's YouTube should be your hangout. It should be your entertainment, and it should be your no one's missing Zach. It should never make you feel like you're not welcome. It should never feel like you are less important than anyone else. Yes, some channels will have, because they have thousands of viewers, and they will have to have that just to keep them rolling, that they need X amount of dollars. And I can understand that, but I will always try my best to catch something in chat and bring it up if I find it interesting. Can't do it all the time, because when I go on a rant, I don't read the chat. But no, 120 people here right now, and that's, some people say, oh, that's not a lot. No, but you chose me, and thank you so much for choosing me. That's what we're here for. I started 4 years ago, so 3.5 years ago, because I had lost my dad, and I felt horrible. I didn't know how I was going to go on. Lost my mom and pop within 4 years of each other, and my kids were grown, didn't see them that much, got a little lonely, got a little sad. I had a lot of things on my plate, and I was watching YouTube trials, and that was what I did because I have a bad back, and I had to fill my time as well. And then because someone said something stupid in a stream I saw once, I thought, well, fuck it, I can do it. And 3 years later, I'm the one who hopefully can make someone else feel like they belong, make them feel like they're welcome, make them have a chat where they are appreciated, and they don't have the feeling that you're not worth anything just because you are in a bad life situation. Because you're not. We all live one life, and it's equally important because you choose to spend it being a good person. Money doesn't make you good. Being kind, being a good soul makes you a good person. That's just what I want to say. Yeah. But enough sappy Baker. Oh, got a little sad thinking about my parents. Christmas is always gonna do that for me. No, it's here to keep you in check. Just, but who? Well, Jimmy has a different way of his YouTube presentations, and it's great. I like what he said today about trusting people and DMs. People should do that. Don't cry. I don't want you crying. There's a baking class going on at my work. I thought of you. Did you bring enough for the rest of the chat? Happy Hanukkah to you as well. I don't really know. I think I know it's Jewish, but I don't know what it is. But happy Hanukkah to anyone who do that. Jaded Michelle, yes, it does sometimes get you a little bit in the feels, but death is a part of life, and we will all lose someone we love at some point. When my mom passed away, my daughter was 13, 14 years old, and she asked, do I have to be sad about this all the time? And I said, no. What is important is remember every good day you had with her. Whenever you go to Chile, like it was Saturday, remember the trips you had with her. When you get that meal that will for always be your memory of her, think about her. Try and keep her in your heart and in your mind, because as long as someone remembers us, we will never die. And try and keep a positive outlook, and try and do the try and remember the good times, especially when we get sad. Remember that good conversation or that good lesson or that good day. It's not easy, but it's, yeah, I believe they will be forever immortal as long as we remember them. And it's hard, but we will live on. Prince of Wales. This is Snork. Zach isn't online the rest of the year, but if he was here, he would say you sound gay. Merry Christmas. Zach just wants me to be gay for one person, and that's him. And I'm not ruling it out. Haven't tried it, but if he smiles at me and treats me right, takes me to a dinner, maybe a Baconator, who knows? Do I need some titlet pictures to cheer me up? Well, if you dress them up as Christmas hats, maybe it'll make me smile a little bit. Imagine getting Christmas ruined by Zach. He promised me he would stay away. Ugh. Yes, that's exactly how it is. It's the same way us veterans remember our comrades who didn't make it home. Hey, Jordan, you came just in time to get out again. Everyone, Zach arrived, and I can't have Zach on because he is taking a break from the YouTubes. All of you, Christmas is coming. You have a lot of Christmas shopping to do. And my daughter just sent me a video of her son eating, so I will go enjoy my grandson eating rice porridge, which is a big thing in Denmark. I love you all, and I will try and make a stream tonight at midnight Eastern time. Have a great one.
I'm Jimmy. How y'all doing?
I know English is your second language, but you don't word
It's
your
my
questions
third,
carefully.
but I'm still better at it than you. You are
The most important people in this case that everybody seems to have forgotten in this room is the jury. So we're going to take a 15-minute break and both sides take a pregnant pause.